Hello everyone, welcome to Living One Plant at a Time. My name is Samantha and today's video is going to be an update on the 7 plants that I bought in the beginning of the year. If you haven't seen that video, I'll have it linked in the description below. Therefore you can either stop or check it out afterwards. And so without further ado, let's get into it. So, as you can see from this, it was a pretty substantial size plant when I first got it. It wasn't in the best of health, so I was hoping that it wouldn't come down to this, but unfortunately it did. So I lost most of the plant, and now I think it's a little bit better. I took it out of the soil that it was in. I put it in fluval, and I'm actually hoping for the best. The good thing about it is that this is a new stem here with these 2 new leaves. So this is my poor variegated YADI. This is the second time I've attempted to grow this plant. The first one, it died. This one, I'm hoping that it'll take off. I put it in fluval because there was still a lot of roots on it. And so I didn't want to put it in water. I didn't want to cut it up and put it in water and start it all over again. So we'll see how this goes. I have it now in my cabinet in the living room. It was here for about 3 months. And also there's this little shoot coming out. So I'm hoping that it'll do much better. So I would say this is the ugly. The very ugly. Anyways, so YADI variegated. The next one is my Crona black. Now, in the beginning of January, this is what I had. Just these small little leaves here. It's grown all this shoot here. All this is new. I hope you can see it. And all this with a lot of small little leaves. So it's surprised me because for the first 2 months, this plant wasn't doing anything. And I was thinking, oh, it's not going to take off. It's going to be one of these slow growers. I was hearing from every other YouTuber that they grow really fast, their Cronianas or their Lacanosas. But the last 2 weeks, or I would say 3, the beginning of March, it started to take off. So, pretty happy about that. So this is my Croniana black leaf. Now, my other one is my Parasitica Splash. Now this plant came with these 3 leaves. This was much smaller. So it came with these 3 leaves, and the growth has been all this vine with, if you can, very small, but 2 leaves are coming out over here. And all this vine is new with this small little leaf. So I'm pretty happy about that. I think this summer this will take off really well. And it's still living in my cabinet. And I think by summer I'll be able to put it up here on these shelves. So my Parasitica Splash. Look at how cute that is. I hope it's focusing. Now this one, I really didn't think it would do so well. This is my Obscura. It came with these 2 leaves, this one and this one. And all of a sudden, the beginning of March, started to grow a shoot here, a vine. And all this, these 2 leaves, sorry, can you see? These 2 leaves are new, and these 2 leaves are new. Look how gorgeous. I think this one will be really will look really nice sun stressed. So I'm pretty happy about this. I was really fearful for a while. I said this one's not going to grow. It's happened to me so many times where I've bought small little plants and there was no growth for like a year. So I'm pretty happy that this one has finally taken off. So my Obscura, I would say this was a good one. Now, another one is, this is my favorite. Well, they're all my favorite, but this is one of my favorites. This is a Hoya Fuis. And now this, although I wouldn't say there's a lot of growth because most of these leaves were here when I bought it, but there's this vine here that's new and this vine here that's new. And I'm pretty happy about that. And I think this leaf, this is a new leaf and this is a new leaf. If you can see that. Now I'm pretty happy with the growth of this because one of the YouTubers I watch, Miro, if nobody knows, hasn't heard about him, it's Basie Plants. I love that YouTube channel, and he's very knowledgeable on Hoyas. Anyways, he says his Kullsinss is a very slow grower. So for me, after only having this plant 2 months and seeing that there's already a vine here, and these 2 new leaves, I'm ecstatic. So I would say this is a pretty good one also. Just look at this leaf. It's stunning. And I can't wait to see it bloom. The blooms are sort of, they're similar to the Cadata. I have a caudata back here, and it just gave me my first peduncle, so I'm pretty happy about that. So this is my Hoya Fuis. Now, coming to the second to last, this is my Versicolata black margin. I don't know if there's any, you can see, yeah, here, you can see the, I don't know, I don't want to spill the dirt, the substrate. Anyways, I can't show you the black if you can see it a little bit. Black margin here. This has really taken off. This to me is a fast grower. I mean, I've wrapped it around. It was only, on this trellis, it was only going like this, like halfway up, and I had a little stem coming out, but I was able now to wrap it all around. So, and these two small leaves, like this one, and one behind here, I can't show you, are the new leaves, and this one. Now I don't know if they're much smaller than the other ones, but I think it's because I have it in high light. So I'm thinking that this one is a Hoya that if you put it in high light, the leaves becomes smaller. So I'm going to try it in the summertime once I have it over here to see, put it in lower light to see if the leaves get bigger. But this is stunning also. I mean, look at the splash. Gorgeous. Look at the sheen. Stunning. So my Verticillata black margin. Now the last one, and the biggest one, is my Carnosa Freckles. Now here, it had a really long vine with one leaf. So I cut it and I'm propagating it. It's doing well. And it had another vine over here with one leaf also. I cut that over here also. That died. But now, all the growth, I mean, look at this leaf. This is new growth. Here, here, all this here, these, and these two massive leaves. Look at them. Aren't they so cute? I just love this plant. It's a very fast grower, which I find with a lot of carnosas, they're pretty fast growers. I haven't had any problems. Look at this leaf. This leaf was on the plant when I first bought it. But I mean, these ones are getting just as splashy. And this one, how big it is. So, that's my good, bad, and ugly update of my 7 first Hoyas of this year or season. So I'd love to hear about your successes or failures. We all have them. And I'll see you next week. Have a great one. Bye.